Hello everyone and welcome to another video. It's been a bit since I've done one of these and I am gonna get back on the train simply because some things did happen recently. So as some of you might be aware, I did get invited to join the Magic Online Content Creator Program held by Daybreak Games. So thank you very much to Daybreak Games for everything that you do for Magic Online. What this gives us access to primarily is we get to get access to pretty much all the cards on Magic Online. So that's a big thing. So that we can make really, really cool content. I'm going to be doing some more vintage. I'm going to be doing some popper. But we got to love Legacy. And this will be the first time we'll be doing something like this in a bit. So if you like what you see, please be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'm sure going to be posting more down the line, as well as more of our Player Spotlight series that we've been doing on This Week in Legacy via MTG Goldfish. Basically, check things out. And what we're going to be doing today is very interesting, and I'm sure it's going to look real awful because my play experience with this deck so far has been, spinning the wheels and seeing what happens. There's a lot of variance involved in this deck. It is a Echo of Eons Lion's Eye Diamond deck. But the other card that we have here that's kind of sitting here behind our Echo of Eons is Runehorn Hellkite. And that's sort of like an Echo of Eons, but it's sort of like a Wheel of Fortune more than anything. So it's like a Wheel of Fortune that you can activate at instant speed. Which is kind of crazy because this deck also plays Leyline of Anticipation to do things at flash speed. So we are going to try and see if we can kill our opponent at on their upkeep on their first turn. That's certainly something we're going to try and do. I don't know how it's going to work. My experience with this deck so far has been rather kind of spinning the wheels. I have had games where I've accidentally imprinted my Grapeshot underneath my my Chrome box, and it's then you just can't win the game normally. I have had a game where I cast Wheel of Misfortune and my opponent went to 2 life and I Grapeshotted them. I've had games where I just kind of spun the wheels for like a couple minutes and done nothing. So it's definitely a sweet deck. This came out of some previous challenges from a user known as Killabee. So shout out to Killabee for creating some of the most crazy combo decks I think I've ever played in Magic. These are definitely some wild decks. Killabee absolutely loves cards like Gamble and Runehorn Hellkite, and the Leyline of Anticipation angle is just goofy, but I love it. So, anyways, we are going to hop over and we're going to play a league with this deck, and we're going to see how it goes. I don't know if it's going to go well or not, but we will try and see if things are copacetic with this deck. So we will get to match 1 shortly. All right, so we are right in here for round 1 of this league with this Runehorn Hellkite combo deck. So we are going to see what we got going on here. We are on the draw. This hand does not look good. Yes, it has the requisite stuff in it to, go do things at instant speed, but I don't like it. So we're gonna ship it back. This also looks pretty bad. I have a feeling we're gonna ship back probably. I feel like I'm just mulliganing to 5, actually. Got to be more aggressive with mulligans with this deck. This just didn't feel like a good deck. Good card. Oh, hey. This seems fine. But I need another LED to make it work. Or at least another mana source. I think we're going to ship back the Leyline. And actually, I think we'll just ship back both the Leyline and a Dream Salvage, and then go from there. See what my opponent has in store for me. Windswept Heath into Forest. Sylvan Safekeeper. Okay, so if we can do the thing, we draw like another mana source or something like that, we can do the thing and kind of go off. Or at least do something. Not quite what we're looking for here. We definitely need another mana source. Although we could cast Demand Answers and discard a card. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We'll discard this Dream Salvage. We were going to be discarding it anyways. Hey, there's an LED. Cool. All right, let's sacrifice for 6 red. And we will Runehorn Hellkite to make each player discard their hand and draw 7 cards. Alright, so this actually lets us cast yet another... actually lets us do another Runehorn Hellkite, at least. What have they been? They have some stuff. Okay. Let's see here. We will pitch down to here, and we will activate another Runehorn Hellkite. Not much going on here, unfortunately. We're gonna draw just a bunch of magic cards here to go on to their next turn. Alright, they have a Lush Portico in hand. They're drawing a Dark Depths. Yeah. So we're gonna draw at least a couple cards here to get through. So we draw 3 cards. There's a gamble, which I think is reasonable here. So the gamble can nab us something. We just kind of have to hope. I don't really know what they could do. Like, they're just going to play their game, and we have to play ours in game 1. Simply because that's what this deck does. Like, this is like game 1, I do my thing, and I don't care what your thing is, usually. Unless that thing is like Force of Will, and then, well... They're unlikely to be having main deck stuff. So, okay. We can cast this Chrome Mox. And we will make that Leyline of Anticipation. We will play another Urza Saga. Because then we could make a construct. Like, we could play the construct game. Yeah, once upon a time. Once upon a time in the wilderness. Let's see what they get off of their Once Upon a Time. Echoing Deeps. So that's pretty good. We still get to, like, do the thing of making a construct at least. And then if the Urza Saga survives through to... okay, it should survive to the next turn. That Wasteland definitely enters the battlefield tapped. Alright. So it's pretty clear we're up against green white depths. We're gonna make construct. Ooh. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I get at least one construct out of this, though. That is a 5/5. So the awkward notion here is that we could cast Gamble. Gamble could get us Wheel of Misfortune, I think would be an interesting hit off of Gamble. Where we could just have a 5/5, 2 5/5s up, or actually 2 6/6s, and just kind of ride that. But I think we could gamble for something and see what we get. I think Wheel of Misfortune is a great card to gamble for. Let's do this. Granted, there's this opportunity that we gamble and Wheel of Misfortune, gets put in the graveyard, because that's the point of playing gamble. But let's see what happens. Alright, Wheel of Misfortune. I discarded Silence. Okay. So let's cast Wheel of Misfortune. And we are gonna try and do some things. I have like 3 LEDs in the graveyard here, which is rough. An LED and an Echo would be like solid. Just to recycle and start over. Really thinking, reading this card and trying to understand how Magic works with this card. Pretty adorable. I love it. This card is absolutely a reader, and it's really weird. So it's each player secretly chooses a number 0 or greater, then all players reveal those numbers simultaneously and determine the highest and lowest numbers revealed this way. Wheel of Misfortune deals damage equal to the highest number to each player who chose that number. Each player who didn't choose the lowest number discards their hand and then draws 7 cards. I think it's just correct. I think you just go to 18 for it. That seems like the appropriately correct number. It's either 17 or 18. Hey, okay. They chose 0, and I got to draw 7 cards. So we get to do at least some things. We have a Knight of the Reliquary in hand. So we at least get to make a construct. So we're at 1 life, which is rough, but we do get to make a construct. So like we have to do it now. See, I drew an LED, which is like pretty cool. I think it's fine that gets blasted, because then we just get to kind of LED Echo the next turn. Yeah, they get a Knight. 14/14 Knight, pretty big boy. Or girl, actually when Knight of the Reliquary is a girl. So we are going to do the thing where we cast this LED. We might as well make this a red. We will go to blue and find my graveyard. And we will cast this Echo of Eons. Alright. So we get to kind of do some things here. We'll cast some things. Do that. We will gamble. We're gonna try again for Wheel of Misfortune, because I feel like that's kind of a cool card. And we're gonna do 0 this time. Because this should make... Ooh, no, I don't want to pick 1. I don't want to pick 2. We both pick 0. Because then that makes them discard, which then allows me to cast Dream Salvage. Look at that. What a weird, weird game of Magic we are playing here. I also get to cast this this Dream Salvage, this second Dream Salvage, which is kind of goofy. Yeah, look at that. There are things happening in this game of Magic that are just absolutely bonkers. We will also cast this Dream Salvage. We are at Stormcat 14. We are just going to kill him. Hey, look at that. We did a thing and we won a game. Yay! Alright, now the real question is, we are on the draw. I like Silence. Gusta Scepter is kind of a weird card in this game. I do like... I feel like if they're going to do anything, it's going to be like Crop Rotation, Bojuka Bog kind of stuff. So having like multiple silences to just kind of like stop that. I don't really know what else I would want in this matchup. Maybe a Braid. It might be okay. I really just want to mulligan to a hand that kills them on turn 1. I think is really what it boils down to. Like I want to mulligan to a hand that Leyline Anticipation kills them. I think that's the biggest thing. So we are on the draw. Let's see what we get. Let's hope for a good 7. Strong 7, please. Not exactly the strongest 7. If there was an LED in that 7, man, that would be like the coolest thing. No, I don't like that either. We will go to 5. I still don't like it. We'll go to 4. I mean, I think we are lost regardless here. Like, the thing that gets us is back in this is like if I just rip LED Echo, then that would be like superb. Yeah, that's not it. Yeah, we won't waste our opponent's time in that one. Like, it's most assuredly not a thing. Okay. So we have to hope that our opponent. So let's toss the Abrade in. I don't like Empty the Warrens simply because it's not a fun card in that regards. The way you get around Force of Vigor is you go off on your opponent's turn. So, man, these hands just keep getting like way worse. Like, I mean, this hand doesn't do anything. I mean, I guess we have to bend the silence. We bobble them. They have a Maze of Ith. We play around the fact that we have all of our Runehorn Hellkites in existence sitting in our hand. Like, beautiful. Beautiful. Just absolutely adorable. I mean, we're just gonna do the thing. And make them discard their hand. I think that's fine. Surgical extractioning the Runehorn Hellkite really is goofy. We might lose just because we don't have acceleration, but they're also going to crop rotation and bog us, I think, just because they can. Yeah, that's fine. Losing 2 LEDs is like not a huge deal if it's not. This is not an ideal hand at all. Yeah, kind of a cruddy wheel, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, Force of Vigoring things makes sense. Is not a pleasant was not a good wheel. I think that there are certainly things that I could have done, but I think I had to go for like the kill, but sort of annoying to have that wheel turn into a bad wheel. Like what would have been great there would have been a Dream Salvage. Dream Salvage would have been fantastic. I think we're gonna die to a 2020. Yeah, that's a thing you can do too. You can make your Thespian stage into My Urza Saga, which is kind of cute. And then they get to put their Urza Saga into play. Like, we need a way to, like, go off. So this is reasonable. So I think we want the LED. Cast the Mox. Cast Silence. There we go. We can gamble for Echo. And we can Echo. Okay. So there's some things we can do here. So LED and Mycosynth Gardens is like a really, really adorable thing. So we will... We will cast Wheel of Misfortune. I think we have to pick at least 19 so that we wheel. We want to wheel. They did not wheel. Which is awkward. So I think we could be dead. I think it's problematic. Like, they could just have the 2020. Yeah, they get their saga. We just keep drawing mana. That's really awkward. It's definitely a game. I have a feeling I'm still losing, but we do have some play into things that we can do. Unfortunately, like our wheels this game have been kind of bad. Not very good at all. Yeah, Elvish Reclaimer. Not sure why you floated the extra white. Oh, okay. Shadow Spear. That is a thing. As we wait for Magic Online to catch up with itself. Oh, okay. That is a thing that we can do. We will cast Wheel. We get to pick 0. Draw 7 cards. We will Dream Salvage them. I think they're thinking about what they do here, because there's definitely some options I have. I have a lot of ways to play around things, and I can Dream Salvage and then crack LED, so it doesn't really matter if they've tried to Force a Vigor or anything. Oh, okay, sure. So what we will do is we will hold priority, dream salvage, crack LED. All right. So then we draw 5 cards. We draw 5 more cards. Okay. The problem is here is I don't know how we win. That's very problematic here. None of these cards do things. We could cast Leyline of Anticipation and try to go off on like opponent's turn with draws off the baubles, but like I don't know that that's good. We may be dead just to the fact that we don't have an answer to anything. So that could be problematic. But we could go for that. Like, that could be an option. So we could play the game of play Leyline of Anticipation. We should also play this Chrome Mox. We'll go for it. Like, we will cast it. We will hard cast Leyline of Anticipation. And bobble them. They have Green Sun, bobble them. And plow. What are we drawing? We are drawing a Dream Salvage. Alright, let's draw 3 cards and try and go off in their upkeep. Let's go. Unless they have another Force of Vigor that they've slow rolled. No. Well, we are dead. Nope. Okay, cool. Wow. That was definitely the plan. Like, we could just draw 3 cards and try and go off on their upkeep. But, no. And I should have silenced them earlier, maybe. Like, that may have been a thing to do. But, okay. Well, I'm going to stop here, and we're going to head over to match 2 of this league. Alright, we are back here for round 2 of this league with this Runehorn Hellkite crazy deck. We are on the draw, and we have ourselves an Echo of Aeons situation where we could do some stuff in their upkeep. So I think we keep this, just because I want to do the thing. Doing the cool thing, not the correct thing, maybe. I don't know. But we are gonna do it anyways. Anyways, hi, I'm in your upkeep, doing your things. So we're gonna LED, and we're gonna Echo in your upkeep. And like, let's hope that you're not playing a. Hey, you're not playing. My opponent has informed me that it is their turn. I'm going to take all your turns here. Alright, we're going to try and gamble for another LED. Hopefully that does not... Yep, okay, cool. So we discarded the Runehorn Hellkite. So we're going to go do the thing. Make them discard. Looks like they're on DNT maybe. So let's dream salvage them. Wow, that's a lot of cards we just drew. We're going to do the same exact thing and dream salvage them. there is another Dream Salvage in there. I feel like that's got to get cast here. Let's make this Chrome Mox this guy. We will Dream Salvage again. We will do a thing with that. I need another mana source to gamble for Grapeshot. We could gamble for another LED. Or we could just like Echo. That's like the awkward thing is like I need another thing to do the thing. And I need another piece of mana to do the thing. So let's do a gamble for another LED. I think I have another. So we float. And we will float, and we will do another Runehorn Hellkite activation. Oh, okay, so we just win. Alright, cool. Then we just Grapeshot them for 24. On their upkeep, folks. Did the thing. Yeah! Wow. What a game. That was cool. Man. That Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. We got to do the thing. That is so cool. Oh, what do I sideboard against D&T? Like, do they have the ability to have things? I think an extra silence is fine. I don't want to cut in mana. I hate cutting mana. Oh, some of these cards are so good. I don't want to cut the gambles either. I really want to do the same thing in this game. I want to have the exact hand that goes off on their upkeep. That would be really cool to do. But that was sweet. Hammond and Han. We'll shave an Urza's Bauble. And we'll shave a Mishra's Bauble. And I think we will desire another silence. I just really like silence in these post-word on the draw games where you can just stop them. Alright, this hand does not kill my opponent on turn 1. I don't like it. This hand also does not kill my opponent on turn 1, but it does cast a turn 1 Wheel of Misfortune, which is kind of cool. I can bin this. I will draw a card at least, which is kind of nice. They could also have, like, Deafening Silence. Aether Vial, okay. I mean, it has to kind of be the thing, right? Like, I have to waste this Dream Salvage. Alright, we will imprint this. We will imprint this. We will play this Saga. We'll cast the Scepter. We will cast Wheel of Misfortune. Yeah! The Reader. And they're like, Mindbreak Trap. One time, let's go. Ah. That would be bad, right? That would be real bad. Mindbreak Trap would not be a pleasant thing to have happen to me. Reading the card explains the card, folks. In terms of this card, reading this card does not explain this card at all. All I know is I'm going to pick 19 because I've done 18 before, and I've had an opponent actually pick higher than me at 19, and that's weird. That means you don't get to draw. Okay. I don't know what this does. But I have to do like a demand answers. I don't like it because it's real bad. Like, I don't like having to pass the turn here at 1 life, but what do we do? Like, yeah, I mean, I need a mana. I mean, I can do it. I should have Gusta Sceptered on their end step. Okay, so we'll silence them. And they went. Okay. They just figured that that's good enough. I don't know. That was kind of fun. So, getting to do the thing, I think was the big highlight of that match, for sure. Like, that was so much fun to do. So, let's go ahead and go over to our third match here, and we'll see you guys shortly. All right, we are back again for round 3 with this Runehorn Hellkite combo deck. So let's see what we got going on here. So we do have like a reasonable hand that does cast like a turn 1 Runehorn, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it has the like Leyline in it. I think we just put it into play just because, just in case things don't go the way we expect it to go. But we can do some things. So we're gonna LED. LED. Bobble. We're gonna bobble them and see what they're working with. They have a Ponder in hand. We're gonna put this Gusta Scepter into play. They're going to read this card because they're going to like, why are you playing this card? I think I kind of understand it now. Like, there was like a turn in like one of the last games where I should have done a thing. And, you know, but with Gusta Scepter. But, yeah, we'll see. Hey, look at that. That's a Runehorn Hellkite, and we are going to go a-wheelin'. A-wheelin' and a-dealin', folks. They had a Ponder in hand. Now they do not. Looks like they are playing Death Shadow. See if they really care too much about Dream Salvage to read this card. They're going to cycle a Street Wraith. Hey, look, I got to draw a bunch of cards. We're going to cast this Bauble. We're going to cast this Mox Opal. We're going to cast this LED. We're going to cast this. We're going to cast this. We are going to float a red. We're going to cast this, and we are going to float another red. We are going to gamble for another LED. Discarded that LED. Sure. We can do that. And we will... we don't have another LED to get there. We'll try to hit another Dream Salvage. Hey, look at that. We are going to demand answers and discard an Echo. We'll cast the thing. We'll gamble. Attempt to get Grapeshot. We did not discard our Grapeshot. Yay, us. And hey, look, we did the thing on turn 1. That was cool. So our opponent's on Shadow. So I think we still want to be on like that game plan of having the turn 1 be on their upkeep kind of thing, but we definitely want Veil of Summer, just in case. That's pretty reasonable to have. They could also have the scam package, so reanimating my Runehorn Hellkite probably doesn't do much, but it is a thing to think about. Yeah, I mean, always akin to shave on baubles and stuff. Seal of Fire doesn't really do anything here. Chain of Vapor really doesn't do anything here. Maybe having an extra silence could be a thing. More than likely not, they're going to have some sort of hard graveyard hate, so maybe Chain of Vapor could be a thing. Just going to shave across the board and see what we can hit. Alright, let's see what our opponent has in store for us. Come on, sideboarding! Yay! We're taking down to the wire on the sideboarding here. Alright, well, while we're waiting, just a reminder that this stream is brought to you by the fact that we are part of the Magic Online Content Creator Program, presided by Daybreak Games. So thank you again to Daybreak Games for continuing to sponsor this sort of content out there. It's great to see. And we are speeding along into Game 2 here. By speeding, I mean, okay, MTGO. I'm not really sure what's going on just yet. Oh, there we go. Took a second. So this, like, doesn't do that thing. It does a thing, but I don't think it's the good thing. Like, it has a gamble in it. There's 2 gambles in it, which is reasonable. Good gamble for double LED plus Runehorn Hellkite and try and do that. If they have, like, hard graveyard hate, though, that's, like, rough, right? Do we have to think about that? That is a thing. YOLO. Like, they have to have it. Like, oh, cycle on the Street Wraith right off the bat. Probably a Ponder, if I had to guess. Oh, no, wow, a turn 1 main phase brainstorm. Yeah, no, I mean, if you are confident that that's a thing, then yeah. I mean, especially if you're confident that you believe that you need to have counter magic. I can definitely see it. We'll lead on the LED and see if they have a counterspell for it. That will probably inform what I would like to do with this game. Yeah, there is a Dream Salvage there. So, I mean, I kind of assumed that there would be a Daze. So, let's see if they have. Okay, so they don't have a thing that does a thing. I think we try to gamble. That's a good question. Like, what do we gamble for? Like, we could gamble for a number of things. But we only get 1 gamble here, so that's an issue. I mean, they have 6 cards in hand. I think we have to go for it. The question is like, what do they prioritize here? We know one of the cards in their hand is a Watery Grave. We don't know if they have a Force of Will or not. I feel like if they had a Force, they would have used it on the LED. But there is merit in going to, you know, LED plus, hitting the Echo. I discarded the thing anyways. We're really just baiting them, I think. Or at least trying. I'm not really sure what they're doing. If they do have, like, an answer. Not really sure. They're kind of just taking their time, which is fine. Like, feel free to take your time, opponent. Like, that's way cool. It's whether or not they just have a Force for the Echo. If they have a Force for the Echo, I can appreciate it. But we've got to go for it. We're out of cards. And it felt like a weird line to take, but... a cycle of Street Wraith, okay. Did they have a force on top there with that Street Wraith? I'm loving the fact that they have mismatched Street Wraiths. That's kind of fun. To-do. I'm not sure what we're doing here. Is there a do they have a thing? Okay, they're gonna surgical gamble. Okay. That makes sense. That's fair. Surgical and gamble is fine. And we get to echo. Okay. Alright, so this is where things get interesting. We do get to, like, Veil of Summer here, which is kind of cool. Whether or not they have a counterspell for Veil of Summer, they have to have a counterspell for Veil of Summer. Yeah, sure. We'll make that a copy of LED. Double red and double blue. Exile Runehorn Hellkite. We do have a Dream Salvage, so that is a thing we can do. They're going deep on this. It's pretty cool to see. Bobble, bobble, bobble. Thing. Dream salvage. Alright. Nope. There's certainly some things to do here. Oh, we have a Grapeshot in hand. They just die. Oh, let's have insurance. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's do the thing. Yep. Hey, look at that. We won a match 2-0 with the Grapeshot line. So, pretty cool, right? Seems like a fun deck so far. So we are going to go over to round 4 here shortly. Again, thank you to Daybreak Games for everything you are doing for Magic Online. And thank you to you all for watching. Again, hit the like, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff. Hit the bell. We'll keep doing these things. These will be fun. So anyways, we'll see you shortly with round 4. Okay, hey, we are back with round 4 of this Runehorn Hellkite deck, and well, it's been kind of interesting so far, that's for sure. So we're on the draw. This actually seems rather reasonable if they're not on a blue deck. Like, you know, that part might seem fine. So I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna keep this, and we'll see what happens. Alright, yeah, they let on a Misty Rain Forest. It would have been nice to have that particular thing in hand right off the bat. Do they have a... They're playing Show and Tell. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure if I want to go for this Echo. Like, I almost want to, like, I don't know. Like it's a weird. That's a weird. What do we do? Like they can show and tell in a thing, and then I have Leyline of anticipation. So we can actually activate Runehorn Hellkite at instant speed and response to their show and tell if they do it. So that would be funny. Okay, let's do the thing. All right. Oh, man. Instant speed wheel. Let's go. Oh, my God. This is great. I love it. They could just, like, you know, draw nothing. That's the best part about this. Like, they could just draw no cards that they want to put in with show and tell. Like, that would be fantastic. It probably won't happen, but like, come on, this had to be the play, right? Like we did the thing. Let's see what the thing does. Like, okay, they put in an Emrakul. They were gonna put in an Emrakul into play. That's totally fair. Sure. Let's. I guess we'll put this Urza Saga into play. There's an Atraxa. Lols. Looks like they get a Force of Will. At least I would assume that they're going to take that Force of Will and not the Brainstorm. So they get Force and blue card, and they get an Emrakul. Maybe. Or maybe a Gristlebrand. I think that was probably not worth it, but hey, like, it was cool and we had to do the thing. I think that was worth it to do the thing. Alright, let's pass. Oh, another thing. Okay. Alright, they chose Lotus Petal, Force of Will, Show and Tell. I already started messing this up. Discards Otawara. Alright, can we do anything with this? Like, they do have... They do have a thing. Can we try and Wheel of Misfortune them? I feel like they have to force this, right? You have to force the wheel. Or do we force the wheel and don't care about it? I don't know. I'm going to choose 16 because that's the highest they can go if this resolves. Maybe this resolves. I don't know. We'll see. I think they're reading this card to see what they do. Honestly. I feel like every time I've cast this card, it's reading the card. What does this card do again? Because, yeah, it's a reader. Okay, them forcing it probably makes this game Let's see. They exiled another Atraxa. Yeah. Okay. Sure. We aren't winning that game at all in that regards. I want silences. I don't want them to do their thing. Wear Tear might also be good for like sneak attack or omniscience. I really just want to combo them. Yeah, I think I really just want to be able to combo them, but we'll have some. No, we'll put Veil of Summer in there just in case. Like, we can cast Veil of Summer as a pseudo silence effect, and kind of do that. All right, let's go. And yeah, I guess I'll be on the play. This technically casts Wheel on turn 1. Is that good? I don't know. We exile an Echo. We keep up possibility of... You know, we don't really care about the gamble, I guess, then, at that point, do we? We want the gamble, the Chrome Mox to have the gamble more than, I think, the Echo. Yeah, Chrome Mox... Thing. Let's go and see if we have a Wheel of Misfortune that doesn't get forced. Again, we have to read the card. Okay, yeah, they're forcing it. That's fine. We will hopefully not die and get an LED and cast an Echo. That's the hope. All right. I mean, that Grapeshot's great and all, but it doesn't really do anything. I feel like if they have like show and tell, like I think we just lose. May not be a fantastic matchup. Like, if they go Ancient Tomb Show and Tell, we probably lose. Because whatever they put into play, if it's not like Emrakul, like, if it's Emrakul, I think we have a reasonable stance to maybe do a thing. But, I only play 2 of those. Ha ha. Good story of only playing 2 of those cards. I'm still probably losing, but it's one of those, like, I have to really think about it kind of losses. Like, not have to think too hard because it is just a combo smash up. Like, one person has combo, one person has way to protect combo. I should have maybe gone more for like the Leyline kind of kill, but I mean, yeah, you have a show and tell. I don't have anything to put into play. Yo, it's an Emrakul though. Like, there's an option. There's a will. There's a way. Okay, we can get double LED. So I get to cast. I have enough mana to cast both LEDs or both echoes if they have a. Okay. Okay. There's some things that are occurring here. They probably have a force for this other Echo. They would have to, right? Like... Do they have force? They have force. They have force. They have force. No force. Okay, let's go. Does this hand do anything? I don't think it does. Ugh. No. Besides flood the board with permanents and make things happen. Nope. That was a bad wheel. Bad wheel. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So obviously, like, that's just what happens. Like, we hit the variance side of things in that game. Bad wheel. Into bad wheel. Like, I feel like if we'd have had Runehorn Hellkite active there, I think that would have been great. But staring down the Emrakul, not so pretty. So, all right. Well, hey, we have one more round left. So let's go ahead and head right over there. All right, we are here for the last round, playing a little Runehorn Hellkite combo, and I don't like this hand, like, literally at all. It's not so good, I feel, because it doesn't do anything. We gotta have a hand that does something. That's the key. That's the name of the game right here. Hand has to do a thing. So let's see what we get with the hand doing the thing when we mulligan. So this also really weirdly doesn't do a thing. Like, it casts Gamble. The Gamble doesn't really do anything. I think we have to go to 5. I don't like it. No, I don't want to get rid of that. We'll get rid of the Grapeshot and that. I don't like it, but I don't want to go to, like, 4. So the chances of drawing, like, LED are quite high. So they're griefing me. Okay. That's fair. Like, they probably have, like, the grief reanimate thing. So if you take the mana, I think you have to take the mana. Like, it's what it boils down to. Or you take my Runehorn Hellkite, and then you reanimate Runehorn Hellkite and have a 5/5 flyer. Seems quite good. Okay, they're just thinking about the... They're thinking about the mana. That makes sense. I mean, the thing occurred. We get to, just do the Runehorn Hellkite thing, which is pretty cool. I love the Runehorn Hellkite thing. It's always like, oh, I can't counter that. I mean, sure, deck. Cascusta Scepter. We're gonna read this card. Oh, I do have an Echo in the yard, though, still. So, like, we could theoretically cast the Echo. I mean, we have to go for it, right? Like, they have to force this. It seems like. Oh, no. No, they did not. Okay. I think we have to silence them now. Way cooler than I thought this would be. Okay. So we can demand answers and sacrifice Gusta's Scepter. Don't think I was expecting to where gamble. I think we have to gamble for Echo. We'll use this, float this Chrome Mox into a blue mana. I think we're gonna do like the red and then like do that. Okay. There is a reasonable amount of possibility. I see. 18, 19. Let's see here. I think we could hit Echo again. And of course we can't because we discarded. I don't think that was correct. I don't think that was right, like, at all. Man. I think it might have been correct. Of course, here's the thing. It might have been correct to Echo, to hit Echo anyways, because that way if they have, like, discard spell, you know, something. But I don't think it was correct to gamble for... I think I should have gambled for gamble. Maybe that would have been correct. I don't know. Just proactively play Entomb. It'd be real hilarious if this Entomb is Archon of Cruelty, because then I'll just discard the Echo. Oh. Reanimate Orcish Bowmasters. Okay, that's fair. That is a really, really good card against this kind of deck. I don't think I can beat a Bowmasters. Like, real awkward. I'm not sure if I can beat it. Like, it's real bad. I mean, we could try and beat it. Like, we'll have to do it. Let's put it this way: we have to do it. We'll try it. No, okay, sure. I mean, we'll give it a shot again. Yeah, I'm gonna take a lot of damage here. Yeah, okay. There's no winning this game. All right, yeah. Okay, so what we really need here is Veil Summer. Big time. Veil Summer's huge. A Tormod's Crypt probably helps quite a bit. Let's cut these scepters. Let's cut in some more silence effects. And let's cut in and empty the Warrens as another win condition. But yeah, we can't beat a Bowmasters without like a Veil or something like that. let's wait for our opponent to do the thing. There we go. Yeah, I guess I would like to play first. I mean, this does do like the silence, like echo line. So let's do the due diligence of baiting. Yeah, that's fine. We are going to save our land drop for if we get a gamble for an LED, discarding Echo of Eons, cast Tormod's Crypt. We will echo. So we can put a land into play. If we gamble for LED, then we can not pay. That's the problem. Like, we can't pay for Runehorn Hellkite. And if we gamble for... Okay. It's on top of my library. It's a Chrome Mox. What do they have in their hand? They have a Force in hand. I think we have to gamble for it and then hope to do it on the next turn. Discarding Dream Salvage. Okay. And then we cast it. Then we get to draw like 3 cards and do the thing. Oh yeah, okay. This seems reasonable. They don't really run fast mana in this deck. I'm assuming this is the blue-black Scaminator style deck. So not having a amount of grave, not having the thing is helpful. Okay. So we will cast another LED. We will make that a copy of the LED. Oh, whoops. I meant to do a thing there. Oops. That should be blue. There we go. Just in case we draw a Dream Salvage off of this. And yeah, they could surgical our LEDs, but we still got one in play thanks to the Mycosynth Gardens. Honestly, I might crypt myself if that was the case. Okay. Oh, we will cast another LED. And we will silence them. You shall be silenced. The silence is important here. Like baiting something, an action, and then silencing them in response to this this fetch pretty good. I could wheel them right now anyways. That's the funny part. Sure. Yeah, they got a thing. Alright, so then we exile those two. We go down 3 red. And we... Oh. I mean, this is okay. We are still in a reasonable spot here. And we can cast Demand Answers. We will discard a card. We will Echo. And real awkward here. Well, I guess they did cast a blue spell. We can technically Veil. It's not pleasant. It's not where we want to be. They have an Ursa's. So they have a real Force of Will. We're doing a whole lot of nothing in this game so far. It makes it real awkward. Like, I need mana and stuff to do with it, and it's not lining up at all. Like, these wheels have just been kind of bad. Like, I could have used that Dream Salvage, like, right then and there. That would have been great. Plus, like, a Petal or something like that to cast it with. It just didn't happen. I wonder if my opponent doesn't have a... doesn't have a thing. Like, do they not have, like, a land? I wonder. Have we wheeled them so much that they have a hand that has no lands? That would be clever. Or they're looking at this Tormod's Crypt and wondering how to make me crack it. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, the Wasteland's good. That's reasonable. Yeah, okay, sure. That does cut me off of some mana here. I mean, that Empty the Warrens would have been fantastic, but unfortunately not a thing that can occur. I feel like I have to, like, possibly silence them if they do something. Okay. Because if we get a mana source, like, we can Runehorn. That's not a mana source. I feel like they're just winning this game because of reasons. And it's just 90% of it's because I haven't had a good draw. Yeah, the Bowmasters is what seals it. Okay, so yeah, that pretty much wraps up that league. The last match was just pure like unadulterated variance. Just like the wheels being bad. Bowmasters is like a really good card against this deck, anyways. Because obviously you're trying to wheel. No ability to do like the things I needed to do. But we did get to do some cool things in this league, and one of the big things, we got to kill somebody on turn one, on their turn one, turn zero, essentially, on their upkeep with the Leyline of Anticipation kill. So I'm going to count that as a win, honestly. It was a 2-3. Probably a lot to learn from this if I were to go back and rewatch it. But man, like what a cool deck! Like just really, really sweet. So shout out to Killabee for making some of the most wildly interesting combo decks in Legacy right now. That's for sure. Between them and Tony Scapone also like making some of the like the most insanely cool combo decks in the format right now. So thanks to everyone for watching. Again, thank you to Daybreak Games for your support and the Magic Online Content Creator Program. And thank you for Magic Online. That's great. I hope you all have a great week. We will see you guys next time. I will be having another video come out probably around the same time as this one, or pretty close to this one, from a stream I'll be doing on Legacy Jund, and it'll be fun. It'll be super fun. So make sure you hit me up on my Linktree linked in the video. Also hit up the MTG Goldfish, This Week in Legacy, Vintage 101, The Power of Pauper, all my articles and everything. And also just like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more information about when I'll be having more videos coming out. And on that note, we'll see you guys next time, and keep on wheeling and dealing.